open some box toppers, some VIP editions, double masters. My sexy gloved hands. All the other guys open it like in front of the camera. That's not a great one. And that's like the third best one you can get. Chrome Mox and a Fatal Push. It's a good start. So I've got a like crazy little theory thing, or I don't know what you call it, but this is a physical universe, right? All these packs were printed and sealed and are what they're gonna be, you know? It doesn't really, ooh, that's a really good rare. And that's Chase the freaking Mind Sculptor. That's like $150 card right there. It's a really good start. So yeah, this is Physical Universe. These were packaged in Texas or Japan or wherever it is they're printing cards nowadays, and whatever's in it's what's in it. But if it's not a physical universe, if this is all a simulation, there's a chance that it runs. Those are decent for common, and that's it's all right, I think. Like 30, 40. This is like 25. This is like 30, 40. So maybe a little bit under the $75 a pack I could have gotten for it if I didn't open it, but not much. But anyway, if everything's a simulation, then it's a good chance that these run like you're opening a pack online, or like drops in a Diablo game, or like online poker, you know, a random number generation. Really good rare. And that's like one of the worst ones you can get. So it's not great. And if that's the case, what would matter, what would make the difference is what cards you open is when you open the pack. Right? So, here's the thing. People have been able to track Magic cards, right? So, that's, Oh, that's super good. And that, you know, based on my assumptions, would prove there's a physical universe. But they are no longer tracking Magic cards. Like the programs, like either supposedly Wizards did something to in the changing of the printing process, or they just aren't able to do the program that tracks them anymore. That was an pack. So that's the kind of thing. If it was a program, like obviously they put in the program that, you know, oh yeah, you could do it. You know, the program can start at any time with any of the implanted memories. So the memory of these being able to track could be an implanted one if it was a program. Are you following any of this that I'm talking about?
Oh, I just don't care.
Oh, that's a really good one. Well, what I'm saying is, if someone can do a current program that tracks Magic packs under what I'm saying, that would prove that we live in a physical universe. That's really good. Oh, that's the second one of those I pulled. That's like another $150 card. I haven't pulled like the best one yet, the Force of Will, but I've pulled everything else that you want to pull. I guess I haven't pulled like Sword of Feast or Famine. There's another. I'll try not to open it like an A. Another Noble Hierarch, that's nice. And another Meddling Mage, that's not so nice. Lightning Greaves, meh. And another Goblin Guide. those are alright. We got the Jace. We got the Chrome Mox. We got the Mana Crypt. We got Avacyn. We got Confident. Yeah. That's pretty good. Alright, now we're going to go VIP box. See what I'm saying though, on the whole constructed universe thing? If this was a program, like, you couldn't base things, you couldn't track things based on, like, their printing. You know, that wouldn't matter. Okay. Commons. Lots of commons. Uncommons. Nothing spectacular so far. Ooh, that's a really good uncommon. Then we're at our rares. That's crap. That's crap. That's not the greatest. Ooh, but that is nice. Karn Liberated. And then we got a bunch of these full artsy lands. Are there supposed to be foils? Oh yeah, last two are foils. Neat. Foil tokens.
So you got one card out of that.
Yeah, but that one card, these retail for about 100, and that card is like close to, if not over 100. So like these are like fucking, I said fucking, these are high value like lottery packs here. But it's like that card was probably worth the pack, and then there were like a couple other $10 cards in there. Oh, I've got two more of these. If I don't, I might open one more. I'm gonna save one. Hey, Brainstorm. Ooh, those are good. Those are like $7. That's like 3, 4. That's a buck or two. That's a couple bucks. Ooh, that's nice. That's like some dollars. And then another Noble Hierarch. That's the third one of those we pulled. And a Lightning Greaves. So, yeah. Pretty close to the value back. Alright, one more. Last one. Either go out on a big note or a not. Foil a Brainstorm. That's a good start. It's a couple bucks out of the common slot. Another one of those. Another one of those. That's a decent. Ooh, that's some good value in the rare slot. Sunfletcher, meh. That's decent. And that's like one of the worst ones you can get. Alright.
Fuck.
Like, it wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't great. We got the Karn, so there's that. But, like, yeah, I probably got my money back off of these, but it's not gonna be, it's not like, oh, we hit the jackpot. There's probably a Force of Will or something in the one I'm not gonna open and save, but
You got the cream Karn?
I got the Karn, I got that box of Cinder Jace, and I didn't do bad, but I certainly wouldn't call it, like, amazing pulls or anything. I got 2 boxes left to open, but, so maybe we'll do one more of these where I open the last 2 box toppers in the last pack if I feel so inclined later. I gotta talk about my little theory. You weren't much help there, though.
Well, if you want to say that the world is a simulation, you want to say that through Magic the Gathering, I don't know.
Well, like, it
No,
wouldn't
no,
have
no.
to be Magic, it could be anything. Like I was saying, it could be like Diablo drops or lottery tickets. Like, if you could just prove that there's some if you could just prove that you could track it based on the pool rates and the stated odds, you know what I mean? Then you could prove that they're physically printed. Well, prove is a stretch. I guess none of this proves anything, but it's just, when you're talking about theoretical shit like that.
I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding of how odds and statistics work,
What do you mean?
but how that would apply. Because I mean, like, there's always going to be randomization and chance, like,
Well, right, and even but it's like if you could track it to a point, because like when they track them, it's not 100%. It's like 80 or 90% that it
Well,
guesses it.
they should know how many they print, right? So that really
Well,
shouldn't be a problem.
well, that's they who print them. I'm talking about when they who track them. It's like third parties that they take the print run information and then they take the rates of which people pull the cards, and then they combine those together with an algorithm to be like, okay, in this where in the box in this pack will be this mythic like 80% of the time. A lot like the cheater things for like, poker and whatever. They'll tell you like what the flop card will be like up to 80% of the time and stuff. Like, my whole thing with Magic is like that only works if they're physically printing the cards, right? And so maybe the simulation simulates them physically printing the cards. Like, I get that that's just a what if that could dispel my whole theory, you know what I mean? But I'm just kind of going, well, what if it isn't? You know what I mean? What if the fact that the cards are physically printed instead of just randomly generated like a random number generator? That would prove that the universe itself is physical. Because why would you take the trouble of simulating the printing of the cards when you could just simulate, the experience of opening the pack?
You done there? Or we're gonna film anything else?
Yeah, I think I've got it all out. I think I got out my fucking stoned ass theory.
All right, call it quits then.